Last year, I told myself that I probably wouldn't be making a back-to-school series this year. After 5 years of creating educational content on this channel, there could only be so many back-to-school videos that I could put out there, right? Well, the world took a dark turn this year, and I already feel that for a lot of people, back-to-school is going to be a lot different this fall. I think that the way we are now learning online and spending so much time at home will definitely shape our behavior and our learning process in the future. And for that, we need new tools, new routines, and new habits. But before I get into all of that interesting and productive stuff in the following weeks, I wanted to open up this year's back-to-school season with this particular video. Maybe you're living somewhere that's still in lockdown and there won't be in-person classes, or maybe you're trying to cooperate with e-learning half the time and the other half commuting to school regularly. Maybe you aren't even going to class because schools are closed where you live and your teachers can't ensure distance learning. And maybe everything looks normal where you live, but at the same time it doesn't feel normal because maybe you've already been through the experience of learning everything online, and going back to school like nothing happened just doesn't feel right. Well, either way, learning is changing a lot, and it's supposed to be changing. The amount of information you can reach today is ridiculous when you compare it to 40, 30, or even 20 years ago. Technology is slowly changing how we learn, how we filter and memorize information, and it's also changing how we interpret and make connections. Maybe this is a great time to change, and the change should start in how you, the student, perceive studying itself. Students tend to navigate through college based on superior orders, from your professors, your mentor, or even your parents. Schedules are packed, the pressure to graduate is high, and sometimes it does feel like playing by the rules and doing whatever is expected of you equals success. Well, in the short term, maybe it does, but eventually, the way we learn and the way we work will change, and following the rules too strictly won't do you any good then. Today, you have access to almost any piece of information: articles, papers, theses, books, videos, documentaries. But still, we tend to focus on our textbooks, and our textbooks lack so much. They lack debates, they lack background, and they sometimes lack ridiculously important opposing theories that would probably make us think differently about the world around us if we knew them. What I mean is that for this back to school, you need to be more independent. And being independent means being able to research on your own and learn how to draw your own conclusions instead of blindly following whatever you are reading in the only learning support that is being provided to you. Being independent doesn't mean that you shouldn't follow the rules in order to score high in your exams or hand out a nice paper. It just means that despite that, you still keep a backlog of thoughts, research, and ideas that belong to you only. This back to school, you will need to be more proactive. Sometimes people don't have immediate answers to every single problem or question, and because they don't, you need to start looking for those answers yourself. And this goes beyond science-based questions. You need to start learning for yourself how to live a better life and be better in general. It's not something that is handed to you, and it's not something that you'll find in a self-help book. It's something that you need to research, experiment, fail, and then research and experiment again. This year, you will need to be more generous. You'll meet people who will have trouble learning and will have trouble accessing certain tools. You'll meet people who are going through hell at home and will need a helping hand. This year was proof that we hardly survive on our own, and we all need to step up and do our duty in helping out. And that is part of your learning journey as well. This back-to-school season will require you to be prepared all the time. It's difficult to figure out what the future has in store for us. Things change quickly, and it's a mistake to take things for granted. Don't leave for tomorrow the things you can do and achieve today. Be organized and build systems, be methodic, and strengthen your habits, because building self-discipline will do wonders for you, wherever you are in life. This year, you will need to be less goal-oriented. There are things in life that we want to do and that we are allowed to do, but actually never do because it's not a necessary step towards a specific goal. And maybe achieving goals is great and fantastic, but life is also supposed to be fun. You can be ambitious but curious and do more and learn more than what is required of you. These are the 5 principles I believe any student should implement this year in their academic lives. Next week, we'll be delving into new systems and methods you can learn to make the most out of the next school year. Also, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video and being such an advocate for education and self-learning. Skillshare allows you to learn almost anything for less than $10 a month. They have thousands of courses on management and business, productivity, photography, writing, languages, illustration and design, music, cooking, and so on. I'm currently watching this class on how to turn found footage into a compelling video, and my goal is to go through their film and video library this summer and be able to carry over that knowledge onto my videos. And even if you're not willing to start paying $10 a month for classes, that's not a problem, because the first 1,000 people using my promo code will have 2 months of classes for free, no strings attached. Using this promo code also tells Skillshare that you came from my channel, which is always nice if you enjoy my content and want to keep supporting our study corner. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys!